only person who couldn't be here today was Prince Edward, who's actually coming in tomorrow, so I'll have a word to make sure he gets his diary right next time. Okay. So, the games kick off in Ottawa tomorrow, with USA and Canada and Scotland, and the action really is all about today here. I'm just going to ask the top table a couple of questions, and then we'll break out and do some one-on-one interviews and photos outside. So we'll start off with Alan. Alan, you've had 2 successive third places in the Churchill Cup in 06 and 07. Can you go on better and get to the final and win this competition?
Well, obviously we're delighted to be here. It's been a competition that we've found very useful in terms of player development and exposing players to this level of football. We've got a young squad with us, mixed with a blend of some senior players. But the aim obviously is to perform, and through those performances win games. And obviously the ambition of the squad is to go one better and contest for the top place.
I think you've got 6 cap players within the squad, Alan. Is that kind of scary or exciting to bring a fairly young bunch of guys together?
We've like five cap players in the squad. You know, it's a quality squad. It's young. It's mixed with some experience. All of these players have the opportunity to put their hand up under a new management in Irish rugby for World Cup 2011. It's an ambitious squad in that respect, and as such, that bodes well for what we do on the field. Having said that, we just arrived yesterday. We now have to blend, get to know our systems, and harmonise as a team so that we can get the job done on Wednesday.
Bob, quite a tight turnaround, 2 games in 4 or 5 days. Obviously, first up next week and then followed by England. Is that a challenge in itself to get guys up for 2 and 4?
Yes, certainly it is. It's not ideal, but as Alan said, we've got a very good squad, and we're certainly going to need our squad with the fixtures the way they are. But we're really excited. We're going to look no further than the USA on Wednesday. A very good side, very competitive in the World Cup. So that's as far as we're looking.
So you brought some Dublin weather with you. Is it sort of shorts and t-shirts from now on then?
It is. I think some of the Irish pasty boys are going to have to be a little bit careful in this sun.
We've got a few umbrellas with us for the ginger boys.
Okay, Jose, you played in a couple of World Cups. What's it like to coach an Argentinian team?
It's a very nice experience. It's a new experience with Raúl. It's our first time here with an Argentinian squad. So it's I think it's a very nice moment to see. It's a situation very similar to Ireland. We have very young players. Most of them they play in Argentina. They are amateur rugby players, and we have 3 or 4 players that actually they are playing in Europe. So it's I think it's a very good tournament to develop players, to see if they are really in a level to get the next step. And it's a very nice tournament because I have played the last in 205 that Argentina play. Yes, I play, and it's very nice because they are very strong teams with very good players. It's a good for our players to get at that level of competition.
Raul, there's been a lot of debate.
Okay.
Raul, a lot of debate about where Argentina should play in the Six Nations or in the Tri-Nations. How important is the Churchill Cup for the development of Argentinian players?
Había un debate entre dónde debería jugar Argentina, si en el torneo de las 6 naciones o el torneo de las 3 naciones. ¿Cómo piensan que este torneo va a ayudar para el desarrollo del equipo?
Creo que lo que nos ayuda es a empieza una nueva etapa dentro de 4 años, otro mundial, y bueno, estos torneos nos ayudan a tener un plantel más grande donde los entrenadores de los Pumas van a poder tomar los jugadores y tener una mayor amplitud para la elección. esos jugadores.
This is the Churchill Cup. Is they take it as a stepping stone to develop all their players and for future tournaments such as the World Cup. And so this is a great experience for the development of the team.
Juan, Kingston's slightly smaller than Buenos Aires. How's the last day been for you and the rest of your players?
Me dijo que era más chico que Buenos Aires.
Ahora, Kingston es diferente a Buenos Aires. ¿Cómo piensan que los jugadores van a jugar en este clima diferente y cómo piensan que les va a ir en los próximos partidos?
Creo que tenemos una semana para acostumbrarnos y sabemos que el torneo es muy difícil, pero creo que tenemos un equipo bastante joven que tiene muchas ganas de hacer sus primeros partidos en este tipo de torneos. Así que esperemos que nos vaya de la mejor manera y seguramente vamos a hacer todo lo posible para que nos vaya bien.
They're going to be here for a week to get used to Kingston, get used to the climate, and having a very young team and everything is going to be very good for them to prepare themselves for the other teams and perform on the tournament.
Juan again. Argentina got to the final in 2005 against England of this competition. How do you think you'll do this time around?
Ahora, Argentina llegó a la final en el 2005. ¿Cómo piensan que van a jugar este torneo?
Y esperemos que nos vaya parecido a lo que fue el torneo pasado. Creo que la idea igual es ir encontrando un equipo, ir mejorando al correr de los partidos y ojalá podamos llegar a la final y ganarlo. Pero bueno, vamos a hacer todo lo posible para que suceda eso.
They expect a very similar performance as to the 2005. They expect to get to the finals, and they're going to use every game as a learning experience, and hopefully get to the finals and win the tournament.
Be more confident than that. Thank you everyone from the top table. If there's any questions from the floor, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll just do some quick one-on-ones outside and then help yourself to some food and drink afterwards. Thank you very much.
So Bob Casey, coming into warm conditions, unseasonable compared to back home perhaps. Is that, all joking aside with the sun and how it affects you, is it a real problem that you have to assess on game day?
Hopefully it won't be a problem. We'll certainly have to consider it and obviously take a lot of fluids on board, but I think our boys are, we're all professional, we're all very fit guys, so it shouldn't be a problem.
If you were looking at the senior sides of Ireland and Argentina as a guide, how do you match up against the Argentinians as compared to styles of play, that type of thing?
Well, obviously Argentina had a great World Cup, which Ireland didn't, but they're a very proud rugby nation. They're quite a forward-orientated game. They're very strong in the scrummage and in the drive, and they're a very passionate side. So, there is quite a lot of similarities, but we'll be looking probably to use our backs a little bit more in this tournament.
And what about this whole tournament and being in Canada? It's a real stepping stone for a lot of these players to get recognised for the senior side. Certainly,
we have a lot of young guys with us, a lot of talented young guys, and this is a big opportunity for them to stake a claim with a new Irish senior coach coming in Declan Kidney. So good tournaments for them. You could bode well for the future.
What about your role looking after some of these young guys? A little bit different for you?
Yeah, it is a little bit different, but it's nice. They're a great bunch of lads, very talented, as I said, and really enthusiastic, and we feel we have a great chance of going the whole way here.
Well, Bob, enjoy your time in Canada and the US.
Thank you very much.
Juan, first of all, how do you find Canada? Do you like what you see so far?
Yes, I like very much this city. Kingston, I know that this is a student place. There are very lot of students, and we think it's very nice.
Where there's students, there's girls. Is this a good thing?
Yes, we have to have another thing to think, because if we only think in rugby, we are going to stress.
The trip, has it been hard on you? It's a very long trip from Argentina to Canada. Have the players adapted well?
Yes, we we are a little tired, but this morning we have trained but very slowly, so we can adapt to the city, to the climate. So I think in a few days we are going to be very good.